Welcome in and thanks for joining today's Stream Elements. Welcome in and thanks for joining today Matt. Welcome in and thanks for joining today Clarkio. Welcome in and thanks for joining today Clarkio. The ad is starting now and will go for 180 seconds. Welcome in and thanks for joining today SMC_May_I. Welcome in and thanks for joining today SMC My. Welcome in and thanks for joining today Freikberg. Welcome in and thanks for joining today Digital Drummer. Welcome in and thanks for joining today Royal_. Thank you for the 94 long months of subscribing Dian08. Just popping in to say hi before I go interview someone. Welcome in and thanks for joining today Dian08.
Do it! Just do it! Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it! Make your dreams come true! Nothing is impossible. No, what are you waiting for? Do it! Just do it! Yes, you can!
Welcome in and thanks for joining today Rugman. Welcome in and thanks for joining today Rugman.
was walking through the desert, searching for the truth. Left everything behind me, went looking out for you. Walking through the daylight and sleep under the moon. Watch every single sighting, a mirage just seems to move. You're 1,000 miles away, but if you come while I'm away, stay tonight, stay tonight. You're 1,000 miles away, but if you come while I'm away, stay tonight, stay tonight, yeah, stay tonight. But if you come while I'm away, yeah, stay tonight, stay tonight, stay tonight. Went swimming in the ocean, don't know which one it was. I was diving to the bottom, searching for your love. I heard it was a treasure no one has ever seen. You hide inside a locket, buried in the sand beneath. You're 1,000 miles away, but if you come while I'm away, stay tonight, stay tonight. You're 1,000 miles away, but if you come while I'm away, stay tonight, stay tonight, yeah, stay tonight. But if you come while I'm away, yeah, stay tonight, stay tonight.
Checkity check. All right, couple more minutes, and we're gonna dance.
Put the bunny back in the box.
Happy birthday!
Inconceivable!
Welcome in and thanks for joining today, Dylan Carp.
FBI, open up!
All right. All right. All right. All right. Dance time. Oh, it's so cold. What is it? It's just cold in this house. I hear Clark. That's me. That's me. I'll explain why the late start shortly. Oh. Here we go. Clark, you'll finally start stream. Thanks. Thanks for that win of the week, Crackberg. Round of applause. Europe, 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 Europe. Oh man, I tweaked something right here. It hurts to dance. Your audio's out of sync? I'm not sure why that would be. Is it me? Did you just have to refresh? Okay. There we go, says Rugmat. Ugh, hurts my neck doing this. I really don't like when shirts are a little too open on the neckline, you know? Exposed. Yeah, I do feel a little exposed. I might put on a jaqueta. Cold. I'm cold. All right, so oh, did the stream just freeze? What happened? Uh-oh. We back? We're getting dropped frames like crazy. Yes, I'm dropping frames. Massive stuttering. Why is it trying to... The bitrate, upload bitrate jumped up. Okay, here we go. We're stabilizing. We're stabilizing. We're stabilizing. I swear my internet service provider does not like me streaming on Fridays. I think that's something's up there. All right, we should be stabilizing. Twitch chat can't handle loss and yeah, that's part of it, I think. Oh, I feel a little bit better having a sweatshirt on. Shout out to Sneak, my company that I work for. Afforded me the time on Friday afternoons usually to stream. Today, not so much. But that's okay. It's few and far between, for one. And two, it's my job. So, like, if they need me to do something, I gotta jump on it on a Friday, then I'm gonna do it. Which is what happened, and it's why we're starting late, folks, okay? My boss hit me up this morning saying, hey, I need you, you've had a lot of experience with, especially shown in the videos where you're using Sneak with AI. I need you to kind of write up a report analysis on that, feedback of what you think we should do to improve, what's working well, what's not working well, stuff like that. And I need you to also check out this other thing and write a report on that. And by the way, this is going to be shown up to our, C-suite executive level type of thing. So if you can get it done by end of day, that would be fantastic. You know what's funny about this? Really weird coincidence in timing. I made a video. So Claude Opus 4.6 came out yesterday, and I was like, I want to try and experiment with this and get a video out as fast as possible. So we had one in the queue already that was actually reviewed and ready for next Monday's publishing. And I was like, okay, let's push that. I recorded a video yesterday late afternoon, early evening, in a different style and format. And you all will see it on Monday, but the gist is it's really short too. It's only like 3 minutes, which is, I think, really cool too. So we'll see how that goes versus the longer, like we haven't had one under 10 minutes, I think, in length for a while, other than like our YouTube shorts. So anyway, the scenario I do, so like those of you that have watched the past videos that I've done for Sneak, anytime a new model comes out, we typically like present it in the same way where I'm like, hey, we need to test the security of this model. A new model comes out. We've been doing this for a year. I have a repo keeping track of all the record and data and the output from these models, given the same prompt every time for like over a year now, like almost 2 years, I want to say. And I think it's a lot of folks. I've gotten a couple of comments from people where they're like, it's really helpful seeing the evolution of that and the results that we've gotten. And so like I continue to do that, but I typically present it in the same way. This time I was like, hey, let me do it in a scenario where I'm I record myself trying out the same prompt with the new model that came out, Opus 4.6. And then instead of me doing the usual, like talk to camera, then do the stuff, talk about what's happening, I did a separate recording for a narration over the top of that video and presented it in a story format of like, hey, my boss, and this is where I'm tying it all back together. My boss hit me up last minute and said, hey, can you build this app for me? By the way, I need it by tomorrow morning.
To start in 2 minutes on Twitch.
Bad timing, Twitch. I need this app by tomorrow morning, and then I'm saying in the narration, I'm like, but it was 4 o'clock, and I was getting ready to start leaving. You know, it's almost 5 o'clock. So I was like, all right, I'm going to Opus 4.6, and I'm gonna see if it can do that for me, and it's got to be secure and production ready. So that was like the whole scenario. So it's funny that you seen how things are tying together. Then this morning, I got an actual message from my boss. So that was like a made up story to tell, you know, to use as a way to present the topic and the message I'm trying to deliver of like using these AI tools with, but also making sure that they are secure, right? So anyway, what a weird coincidence. Not that my boss was asking me to build an app, but my boss was asking me to like do an analysis of stuff, write up a report and everything, and you know, all that. And it needs to be done by end of day today. So that's why I delayed. So anyway, that's why stream got delayed today. I want to snooze this for 5 minutes. We're going to snooze that one. And that's why we're starting late. All that said, hashtag not an ad, hashtag not sponsored. But I do work for Sneak. It's an awesome company. It's a AI security and developer AI security company that has tools for developers and folks that are using AI to build out software for them. And I obviously am biased, but I was using Sneak before I worked here, which led me to wanting to find a job here. And it's been a match made in heaven, I must say. So any case, check them out. Check out the videos. The YouTube video is going to come out on Monday. I'm really excited about this one. I'm proud of how quick we got a turnaround with it. Shout out to my editing team that we work with, another company that was super fast with this. The recording. So this is the thing. It got down to 3.5. They cut it down in editing to like 3.5 minutes, but the recordings were like 25 minutes. It was like 25 minutes long. So they did a fantastic job of taking that long of a video of a recording, getting it down to the meat of what's needed for this. May says, is that Sneak merch available? May, I am right there with you. Okay. In fact, we had, all right, I'm going off on tangents here to start off the stream. We're not starting off on the usual schedule, but anyway, actually, before I get into it, welcome into the Clark Yo Shenanigans Show. I'm live every Friday, typically around 12:30 p.m. Eastern time. Today, a little bit delayed because of work. No big deal. We are still here. We're going to have some fun, just an abbreviated schedule for today. I'm here on twitch.tv/ClarkYo and youtube.com/ClarkYo. If you're watching on either of those, make sure you follow, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And as I was saying, hashtag not an ad, not sponsored, not endorsed or anything like that. My leadership just affords me the time Friday afternoons to be able to continue streaming and keep up with these skills like this that I use on the weekly. Okay? That said, what we have in store for you today is the typical schedule, just abbreviated. Like I said, we're going to start off just chatting like we're doing right now, talk about wins of the week. I saw some folks put those in the chat. If you haven't done so already, or you don't know what I'm talking about, check out the command in chat, !WOTW, to find out more. After that, we'll play Wordle. You don't want me to win. You want me to lose. You're going to watch me play and fumble and hopefully not get it in enough tries so that you can get points. Then we'll play connections together, and then we'll work on finishing up what we started last week, which was the UI design changes for the Words on Stream tool, WoS Plus. Check it out, wosplus.com. And that's what we have in store for today. So if any or all that interests you, I hope you stick around. If not, use your time wisely. Don't waste it here. Okay, maybe something will be of interest to you next stream. Check us out next time. If you do go, I hope you have a good rest of your Friday and weekend, and thanks for checking out the stream. All right, on that note, May was talking about the merch from Sneak. May, you are preaching to the choir. Let's just put it this way. It's known internally. I keep chirping every now, not being like annoying about it, trying not to be annoying about it. But I keep popping in messages here and there saying, hey, what's going on with the merch? Are we going to have like a store or anything like that open up? Well, where are we at with that? And so far things, there's a lot of moving parts, I guess, and I'm not really close to that area of the organization that would be responsible for that. So the answer is still, I don't know, maybe. in any case, to further emphasize that,
About to start in 2 minutes on Twitch.
damn it, Twitch. All right. To further emphasize that, recently, every year this happens where my company does a sales kickoff, and it's almost like an all hands type of thing, but that's typically intended for just the sales part of our organization. In any case, I saw one of our executives posted on LinkedIn, and he had a Sneak hoodie. Okay, so this is like a sweatshirt, crew neck sweatshirt, right? That I'm wearing right now, which is fantastic. I love it. The branding, I love our branding. Speaking of though, we kind of changed our branding a little bit now too. So the dog patch is not really like the center of our branding anymore. It's more this now, just the letters and all that. You know, patch is still there, but it's not like the forefront of our branding anymore, which, you know, it's understandable. It's reasonable.
An ad is about
Twitch,
to start
you
in
know?
1 minute on Twitch.
But I do love, I do hope we keep providing merch and giving out swag at conferences that are based around patch and our dog and all that. But in any case, this executive, he had a hoodie on that I had not seen before, and I was like, where did you get that? I want one. And I have gotten a response, so I'm pretty bummed about that. I would like to get it was a really nice sweatshirt, hoodie. It was a nice hoodie. Sean from earlier, thank you so much for the 94. Freaking 94? I know, May. I'm telling you right now, May, as soon as I hear of a way to get you a shirt, I am going to get that done for you. You will be the first to hear, okay? I'm right there with you. Okay. So Sean, thank you so much. Sean08 for the 94. Just popping in to say hi.
Alexander 99063.
Just popping in to say hi before you got to go interview someone. And the week after week, you've had lots of interviewing to do. I feel for you. Hope they're going well. Thank you for the 94 months. Appreciate you continuing to support the stream for that long. That's wild, sir. Jump in here. Alexander, thank you for popping in and being first time chatter. Says, I think you're experienced programmer. Can you check out my C++ calculator program to see if it can be improved? I am an experienced programmer. Thank you for noticing. However, I am not good with C++, so I would not be able to help you there, Alexander. If you had it in like C#, my main jam is JavaScript and web development, HTML, CSS, JavaScript. But I am, oh geez, you startled me.
The ad is starting now and will go for 180 seconds.
This is Clarkio. Just brought in a nice burrito. That looks delicious. And that's what startled me. So I wouldn't be able to help you out with C++, Alexander. I'm sorry about that. Maybe there are folks in the chat that are familiar with it that maybe, I doubt it though. Like, it's just really not the place to do that. But I encourage you to check out other folks in the software and game development category on Twitch. Hop into their stream, see if they have a Discord. Find somebody that's doing C++ maybe, or ask, and pop into a Discord there. And then their Discord's probably a more appropriate and better, more conducive place to ask that type of question and get back and forth type of answers, not in the middle of a stream. Okay. Nonetheless, I appreciate you being here. Thank you for asking your question, and I hope you get the help that you need with that. Congrats to you on building a calculator program with C++. That's awesome. That's cool. Never gonna give you up, mate. Yeah, yep. All right. What else? Wins of the week. We gotta talk wins of the week, but I also gotta eat this food while it's hot. So maybe we just jump into words on stream right away. I saw Dolph pop in here, Dolphin Mermaid, and Dylan. Good to see you both. Dolph said something about Dylan's stream's going on a run right now. Like they're on a high level, 400 or something. Should we just tune into that instead of starting up a new... Hey, what's up, Dylan? Maybe we should just tune into that while I'm eating instead of trying to start a new instance of words on stream. I'd rather do that than start from scratch with just us here. They only got one more board after that. What do you mean? Oh, so they're already finished? while I have you, Dylan, I think you mentioned that you tested out the UI changes on that special URL, right? And it was okay. It wasn't too abrupt of a change for you to deal with. I think the biggest thing is you'd have to move the continue and restart text that you had, right? Unfortunately, they probably wouldn't mind the help anyway. Okay, we can do that. Do you want to? We can get the co-stream going for now. The only thing I'm worried about with the co-stream is the chats right now. Like when I'm programming, I don't mind the combined chat. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna share your stream on my stream if you're cool with that. Correct. Everything looks good from what I was testing. Okay, cool. So that we're gonna work on today when we get to the technical portion of the show is merging those changes into the main one. You're totally cool with that? Okay. All right. So folks, I'm gonna shout out Dylan so you can. So you can check out his channel if you haven't done so already. If you want to play, I encourage you to open up a tab with his stream. There's a direct link to his stream I'm going to pop in chat too. So you can play. I'll play as well. While I'm eating my lunch. They're already up to level 11, so might as well just jump in there. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? I'm not subscribed anymore? What happened? Oh, it's because it's Prime, right? Here's my Prime. Bam. There you go, Dylan. Yes, no problem. Send it. Alright, folks, we're gonna be watching Dylan's stream here. I should turn the sound on for this too, right? Oh wait, no, not for the music though. I don't want that music on here and getting copyright strike. So we'll do it this way. Let me put my lunch break up. No, be right back. Break. Need to eat. Kinda in the way, huh? Hold on a second. How's this? That's a bit better, yeah. Yeah, no problem, Dylan. All right. We're going to eat while we play on Dylan's stream. Again, the link is in the chat, twitch.tv/DylanRCarp, C-A-R-P. And then we'll catch up on further wins of the week. I'll talk about my wins of the week and stuff, and we'll go from there, okay? What do you mean by WB, man? Bill, no problem, man. Happy to support. Oh, and I'm just seeing now, Digital Drummer. Sorry about that. The three stream streak. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. dream. That song's pretty chill. Yeah, a little bonus dance, May. I was feeling it. I really did tweak something at the gym this morning. Dylan, thank you for the 3 stream streak, by the way, too. Appreciate that, buddy. I tweak something, man. Aye. All right. Are you all playing there? That Dolph is playing over there. I think you all are just watching me eat lunch and work. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't think any of your lemmings lemmed. All right, no, no worries, Dylan. I mean, you got some OG vets, professional players over there handling their business anyway. Look at level 56. You know what I'm saying? We'll keep that up and running. But let's talk wins of the week. We have some good action going. Yeah, you definitely do. You definitely do. All right, wins of the week. I gotta go back and chat like significantly over here. What's this message? Dream. Excuse me. Sean 08 did an FBI command earlier. Maybe the FBI can find him for us. Digital Drummers win of the week. Used AI to convert a project from JavaScript to TypeScript with proper typing. Love to see that. Round of applause for Digital Drummer. And thank you for sharing that, buddy. Appreciate it. May has a win of the week. Picked up my rodeo badge. Pick is in Discord. May, you want me to share the pick? Is that okay? Let me know. I'll get that popped up here. Let me know. May says my explanation of why I didn't play is in Discord. Yeah, I'm seeing that now. No worries, May. It's all good. Do not feel any obligation to have to use the tool and play off stream. You know what I mean? I have no expectations like that. I'm just happy that folks use it when they use it. Like Dylan using it as a streamer, you using it as a player when you're playing. It's all good. You can share the pick? Okay. Let me get that loaded up here. All right, so May shared a pick for her win of the week. Picked up the rodeo badge. This is what the rodeo badge looks like. Look how cool this is. Committee man. They don't have committee woman? That might be too much to fit on a badge, right? Is that what it is? It's a cool looking badge. That's legit right there. Congrats on that, May. That's awesome. Round of applause. And thank you for sharing, May. What else? I thought I saw maybe another win of the week. Rugmat made some delicious pulled pork and bread from scratch yesterday. That's awesome to hear. Congrats on that, Rugmat, and thank you for sharing as well. May says, "Oh my, it is a struggle for me not being able to play." I'm sorry that that's the case, May. That's a bummer. May shared in Discord that her main computer's out this week at the shop. Thankfully, still under warranty though. That's a win right there. Your laptop's under warranty. You have a backup laptop. It's old and slow and can't handle Twitch and multiple tabs. And your Mac is still hard for me to navigate. And on the Mac, YouTube not showing any chats. Interesting. That's weird. Yeah, Mac definitely takes some adjusting. If you've been on Windows most of your PC using tenure, it's quite the adjustment. It is quite the adjustment. For sure. But I'm glad to hear it. Nope, doesn't say it does. Nope, doesn't says women yet. Okay, yet. Oh, okay. Sounds like you're working on that, May. Good for you. All right. Any other wins that I missed in here? I think I caught up on them. If I missed your win of the week, if you don't mind, Frackberg says Clarkio finally started stream. If you don't mind, though, if you have a win of the week that, or you haven't shared your win of the week, drop it in the chat now. That's how we typically start the stream. That's why we're in just chatting category. And then I'll share my wins of the weeks too here. Okay. All right. I think I got everything covered there. I feel like I've read every chat so far. Did I? Yes. Okay. All right. On that note, wins of the week. If you don't know what it is, exclamation point WOTW in the chat to find out more. Thank you everybody that shared your wins already so far. My wins this week. One, so it's, I think many of you know, I'm based out of Florida, and we hit record low temperatures here. Okay, I'm not complaining. Don't get me wrong, because I know many of you live in way more frigid climates than I do. Okay, keep in mind, I used to. I'm from New York, but I've lived here too long now that my body's gotten acclimated for this climate, and I am a wuss and do not handle cold as well as I used to. That said, though, that's besides the point, really. The thing that happened, though, is because it got below freezing temperatures here, I woke up Sunday morning to a panic. Mrs. Clarkio was like, "Wake up! We don't have any water. There's no water. Something's going on." And I was like, "What?" All like confused and dazed and confused. And then I just went straight. My whole Sunday morning, I was just like in a panic, basically trying to figure out what was going on. Well, Dylan says, and if you couldn't tell you were from Florida, from FL, the way you said Florida said it all. You mean you couldn't tell I'm from New York? I think that's what you meant to say, right? Because I feel like, I don't know, how do Floridians normally say Florida? Florida. I don't say coffee. My mother has the strongest New York, Brooklyn accent when she's talking. Florida is totally a Florida way of saying Florida. Source born in Florida. Really? Interesting. I didn't know that, Dylan. That's cool to hear, though. Fellow Floridian. So then did you deal with this too? Oh, sweet. Okay, you're not far. Did you deal with the cold temperatures? Oh, you're not there currently. Okay. Did you deal with the cold, or well, yeah, you're not there. So that I'm answering the question myself. In any case, well, maybe your family did or something like that. Any case, I was not prepared. Like in the North, I don't really like, even I grew up in New York. I didn't really deal with, frozen pipes because I guess infrastructure wise, like everything was done pretty well to where like, most of the pipes are underground. They stay warmer that way. And then in houses, like generally speaking, I mean, unless you have a unfurnished, so my parents' house, they don't have a basement exactly. There is like a downstairs, like there's 2 floors to the house, but it's not like fully underground, the bottom floor. It's just kind of partly. So none of our pipes are really like exposed to the elements as much inside. Like there are some houses in New York that have pipes exposed to the elements, to the environment, and sometimes like unfurnished basements can, if you don't have proper insulation down there and stuff like that, then your pipes can freeze and then burst and that type of thing. So in any case, the point I'm making there is I never really had to deal with or was aware of pipes freezing growing up, let alone thinking that that would be a problem in Florida. Well, I learned the hard way, and the pipe froze. Thankfully, didn't burst. I mean, so far so good. I've yet to, after taking proper precautions and addressing the problem, I've yet to see if there's any residual issues that have come from the pipe freezing. But let me explain what happens. So, I think it's pretty common across Florida and maybe just the southeast of the U.S. where we have, and it might be up north, but I'm not aware of it. Again, like I grew up there as a kid mostly, and not having to worry about home ownership and that type of thing. May, you grew up in Illinois? I hear you. It rarely freezes in southeast Texas, and we've had 2 days below freezing last week. Yes. Okay. So yeah, you feel it. You're feeling it as well in Texas. Dylan says, yes, I had a burst pipe, but not in Florida. Yeah, I have family down there. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's awesome, Dylan. So in any case, I don't know how common this is outside of Florida, but what we have is like a backflow preventer device that goes on the pipes. So the piping comes in from the city, typically underground, and then next to on the side of homes, apartment buildings, and that type of thing, you'll see a bunch of them in a row for apartment buildings and stuff like that. The pipes come up above ground, make a little like rectangular shape, and in the center of that, so let's say the water's coming in underground over here, right? And then as it gets close to the building, the pipe comes, they bring the pipe up, and then they make a little elbow, and then there in the middle of that is like this backflow preventer device thing, and then the pipe goes back, elbow down into the ground, and then goes into the building. Okay. And so you have to get those backflow preventers have to be tested yearly, that the report has to be sent into the cities, your local government type of thing. And the idea, I don't understand the full thing, but the idea is to make sure that water is not flowing back into the source somehow. The backflow preventer makes sure the pressure keeps pushing towards the building instead of away from the building back to the source. That's my very vague, loose understanding of it all, right? So in any case, because of this though, because of the pipes being exposed out above ground outside, they're in a situation like this where the weather gets so cold, below freezing temperatures for an extended period of time too. It happened overnight basically. We woke up the next morning and those pipes, somewhere within those pipes, it froze. So apparently, I had no idea. You're supposed to insulate this backflow preventer and that whole apparatus and pipes hooking up around them by whatever means you can. They make certain products that you can buy to put on them and stuff like that. But as a jerry-rigged like quick solution, you could take pool noodles, which is what I did. I ended up cutting up the kids' pool noodles. They were like, "No, don't cut it." I'm like, "We'll get new pool noodles. Relax. This is an emergency." You cut up the pool noodles, wrap the pipes in the pool noodles to give it some further insulation that way, and then you put some blankets and towels and whatever over the top of it, and then make sure that stays secure on there. So you put some weight down to it, and that way, because it was howling. The wind was so it was cold, and then the wind blowing was making it just like I've never felt that cold in a long time. Let alone my body not used to it too, so it made it even worse. I don't handle it as well. In any case, before I did all that though, I was like, I gotta thaw this out, and that, it was still so cold, it would take all day for it to thaw out. So I ended up getting Mrs. Clarkio's hair dryer and an extension cord, and was just out there along the pipe, holding it for a good 30 seconds in one section, then slowly moving to the next one, and then finally they yelled, the family yelled from inside the house, it's running, you're doing a good job, it's working, keep it up. And I was like, oh, thank God. And we got our water back pretty quick. Within 10 to 15 minutes of me running the hair dryer along the pipe and the backflow tester like that, we were able to get water back. And then I went and did the whole insulation, and we haven't had a problem since, even though it dropped in temperature again after that. So that was a crazy turn of events and experience. And now I know for future reference, in case it happened. I think it's been they said something like it's been 16 years since it's been that cold, or like that. We've gotten temperatures in that regard, which is wild. wild. So that was fun. That was I would say it's a win in the sense of like, I fixed the problem. I was able to resolve the problem fairly quickly, and we haven't had any, we've had our water back on, and fingers crossed so far, no other further issues as a result of that. So that's a huge win. Another win I'll say, I already talked about it a little bit at the beginning of the stream with work. Trying something new, experimenting with a new way of doing a video. I'm really excited about this one that's coming out on Monday. This is the quickest turnaround we've done with a video, where the announcement was made from Anthropic yesterday about their new Opus 4.6 model. I tested it out, recorded a video, and the editing team was able to get a draft version over to me, and I reviewed it this morning, type of thing. And so we're going to be ready for it to launch on Monday. Normally what ends up happening is like, I'll record the video, but we won't be able to make it in time for the Monday release, type of thing. And instead it comes out the following Monday, type of thing. Not to say that we have to always release it on Mondays. Like, I'm starting to think about potentially releasing multiple videos a week especially in these types of situations. But, we'll see. I'm thinking about that. Anyway, so that's another win. I'm feeling better. I know you all that were here last stream probably recall I was feeling a little under the weather. I'm still getting over that. Speaking of, it made me think I gotta clear my throat, type of thing too. I'm not fully in the clear, but I am feeling much better than I was last Friday. So that's another win, and the rest of the family's all happy and healthy, and things are going well. So that's another win too. I'm looking forward to the Super Bowl. I love football. I'm excited about that. I love college basketball. That's been going well. March Madness, I'm very excited for that to be coming up next month too. March Madness is one of my favorite times of the year. I think that covers all the wins of the week situation here. If you all have any further wins of the week to drop and share, let me know. Oh wait, hold on, my boss got back to me, so I can't open but that. All right, hold on, chat. I gotta check into this. Let's keep going with Dylan's words on. I might have to end stream, honestly. That way I can fully focus on this. Let me read this feedback and decide what I should do next steps wise here. So check out Dylan's stream again. Twitch.tv/Dylan R. Carp. Drop the link to that in the chat, and then I'm gonna share it on my screen here while I'm checking this out.
You off my mind, I can get you off my mind. Get you off my mind. I wish not.
All right. You know what? This is what we're going to do. I do need to take more time to focus on this work stuff. So I'm going to wrap up stream in the sense of we'll do Wordle connections. We just won't do the technical segment where I'm working on WoS Plus like normal. And then we'll raid into Dylan's stream. All right, chat. Sorry about this, but work comes first. And and I do need to help out with this work, right? What's up, Sean? And to think I just got here. I mean, you haven't really missed much, and I wasn't planning on going much longer. I was gonna maybe stream for another hour, but with this work stuff going on where my boss needs my help and input on things, I need to prioritize that, obviously. And so I'm gonna wrap up or start closing things out with the stream here so that I can go and focus on that before the end of the day, type of thing. It looks like what I wrote up is okay, but I need to answer some other questions that they're thinking about and give feedback on that. So in any case, let's do Wordle. Okay. If you're not familiar with this, you want me to lose. I need to guess it in 3 or less guesses. This new word every... Oh, we never talked about this too. I think New York Times has started reusing words now, right? I know you all had mentioned that last stream that they were talking about doing it. I think it's already started because one of the words I feel like that was the word of the day between last stream and this stream. It felt familiar. I feel like I had already seen it in the past, which is crazy because I normally don't remember that type of stuff. All right, so in any case, Wordle, you're not familiar with it, you got to guess a 5-letter word. There's a new word every 24 hours, and you get 6 guesses total. If you don't get it in 6 guesses, you fail. But we add to that by having a little competition between you and I, chats, where if I guess it in 3 or less guesses, I get a point. If it takes me anything more than that, you all get a point, and if I fail completely, you get 3 points. And you are significantly... Sean says, I mean, I kind of want you to win, personally. Appreciate that. Let's try avoid. Okay, we know there's a V. I know there's a V. Paver. Mavic. Havoc. No, there's no O. There's no H. Laboratory. Lamp. I love lamp. Clave. Blave. Bavel. Gavel. Is that how you spell gavel? Woo! Oh yeah! That's a win right there. Win of the week. Booyah! Finally. Oh, it's been a while since I got a win in Wordle. Oh, man. I think that might be the best out of everybody, too. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Me and Chris Jones. I tied Chris Jones. If you're not familiar with this, in the Discord, speaking of, if you'd like to invite !Discord in the chat or go to clarkio.com/Discord. And then you head on over to the Wordle channel, you paste your results in here, and the Wordle bot that we built on stream will capture your results stored in the database and keep a record for you in case you want to do that instead of using and paying the New York Times. Up to you. We also have a leaderboard, and you can check that out, clarkio.com/Wordle. And I think that brings me one step closer to catching Rugmat in wins now. So yay. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you, Rugmat. Oh, that was a good win. Oh, that felt good. All right, let's do connections real quick, right quick. A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5. Candy cane? Dragon, butter, straw. Candy cane and straw are like cylindrical objects. Cup is cylindrical. Fire, lid, butter. Yo? Hey? Yow. Hey. Are these homophones? Chow. Chow. Tiger. Candy cane. Hi. That's gonna be a homophone, right? Lid. Fire. Yeah, I think that's one. No, I'm one away. What do you think, chat? You want to help out on this? We got a tiger, a horse, a dragon, and a stir, a straw, a lid, a cup, like things you have a drink with. Let's send that in there. There we go. Items at a coffee station. Okay, fair enough. Sorry, need to look into a work thing. Yeah, no worries, Sean. Chow. Things that have stripes. Crosswalk, candy cane, referee, jersey, like shirt, right? What else? And a tiger. Boom. Send it. Yeah. Yeah. All right, now what do we got here? Butter. Chow. Horse, dragon. Fire. Dragon and fire seem like they might go together, but then what else? Yeehaw? Ya? Things spelled backwards, maybe? Retub? No guard? Watch? Watch? Yeah. Hoey? I don't know. Say them out loud. I am saying them out loud. Hi. Get off your high horse. Chow. Hey. Oh, different ways to say hi. Chow. Hi. Yow. Like yo. Homophones of greeting. Okay, I was right. It was a homophones one. All right, what's this last one? Fire, butter, dragon, horse. Emojis. Words before fly. Butterfly. Dragonfly. Firefly. Horsefly. Okay. I can handle that. That's not bad. That's not a bad connections game for today. We'll say chat helped a little bit, although it was mostly me that helped. A little. All right, chat. I gotta start wrapping things up though. On that note, though, again, apologies, but as you know, I gotta prioritize work stuff, and it's not often this happens, so we just take it in stride type of thing. You know what I mean? All right. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for the support with the resubs, the stream streaks, the follows, the subscribes, likes, just being here, chatting. Where'd my, there it is. That's why. So Digital Drummer with the 3 stream streak, Dylan with the 3 stream streak, Sean with the 94 months resub. Appreciate all that. Clearly we need to complain to your yeah, no, it's all good. If you want to support though, definitely go check out snyk.io. Obviously I'm a bit biased, but I wouldn't be working here in the first place if I didn't believe in what we're doing, and I strongly do. So check them out if you're doing any AI coding or coding in general and you need to make sure that things are secure. Sneak's where to go. Snyk.io, snyk.io. 6 more months until triple digits. Holy cow, yes, that's crazy, Sean. I didn't think about that. That's wild, dude. Oh my goodness. For real, thank you for the attention. We got a bonus dance and a very long musical intro. There you go. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it, man. All right, I appreciate you all. I hope you have a good rest of your Friday and weekend. Stick around. We're going to go raid into Dylan's stream so you can play words on stream like we normally do while I'm building out the tool for it, WoS Plus. Check it out if you'd like. WoSplus.com, WoSplus.com. Get started either with your streaming if you want to do it that way, or if you're playing in other streams. It's a great tool that'll make the game more approachable for you. Oh, thanks, Sean. I didn't know you could do that. That's awesome. Sean just triggered the raid for Dylan. Did it actually work though? I feel like lead mod permissions. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you for that, Sean. Hope the interview went well, by the way, Sean. I hope things are going smooth with your, trying to hire somebody. And all right. On that note, though, thank you, everybody. I'll see you next week. It'll be February 13th, Friday the 13th. We'll be back here. Same place, same time. Twitch.tv/ClarkYo, YouTube.com/ClarkYo. Hope you have a good rest of your Friday and weekend. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.